So, almost around a year ago, I began my review videos journey, and coincidentally, it was for Invincible 2. And I think ever since I've started this, we've come a long way. And everyone who has been following these reviews knows that we like to shit on IGN's reviews because they are dog shit. And as a homage to these reviews, I would like to start this review by following a tradition. So yeah, at this point, they are either rage baiting or whoever is rating them is actually does not have a taste in TV shows or movies, or just taking out reviews straight up from ChatGPT without actually watching the show. To some extent, it just feels like they're doing this just so that people click on their post and they get some engagement out of it, and just to stay relevant in this world. Well, whatever you're doing, continue at your own risk because we will not stop making fun of you. And ultimately, that's what you want. So, yeah, getting back to our review, I think season 3 of Invincible was pretty solid. Like I said previously, I can't recommend it enough. I'll just check off what I don't like about the season because it's just one thing: the animation. It just kept getting progressively worse on some scenes where you can actually notice it degrading, and it's kind of a turn off when you're watching it because when it happens. And I really hope they see the hype the show is getting and work on it in the future seasons. But yeah, that is out of the way. And before proceeding, a fair spoiler warning out there. All right. So now Mark has had to go through a lot in this season, specifically deciding between what's right and what's wrong. And when a show makes even the audience question between what's right and wrong, it makes the whole situation very interesting. Something similar to whether what Thanos did was right or wrong. That could spark up a good debate. And my favorite character this season was Cecil. He had to make a lot of decisions on behalf of everyone. And he's terrified of Mark, but he doesn't let it show. He makes sure to know everyone who is in charge. And there's this point where Mark is mad at him for, hiring Darkwing who killed people, but Cecil tries to explain that people can change. And Mark denies that. But later, Cecil points out to Mark's hypocrisy when Mark tries to argue that Omni Man has changed, and that's a pretty strong written, standoff right there. But yeah, my favorite lines from Cecil this series was, "You can either be the good guys or the guys that save the world." And that line just hits so hard when you think about it, really. It shows how much Cecil has gone through in his entire career. Now, my favorite character arc this season was Rex. My man has come a long way. He's really matured and now really cares about the people around him and encourages Mark to date his ex Eve, and has a legendary exit from the show by sacrificing himself to one of the invincible variants. That was a really well handled end to him despite all the mess that was happening around with the show. Now, Oliver's arc played an important role as well for Mark. It created a dilemma whether it is the right thing to kill bad guys or not, or to, go Spidey mode on them and have a rule set up that you don't kill people no matter what. So that, like, this comes up because Oliver says that, you kill people so that they don't come back and wreak more havoc in our lives. And Mark goes through this phase where he has remorse over killing Angstrom, but later, when he gets the invincible variants, he understands that sometimes it is necessary to kill them, and that's what follows in the last episode, which is one absolute banger of an episode. Now, one of the more interesting characters arc among the lot was Powerplex, who is traumatized by his family's death during the Omni Man fight during season 1. He comes to get justice, which actually gets Mark thinking about all the people that have died due to the collateral damage. When just then, Conquest enters the stage and wipes the beach with Mark, and there's blood all over instantly, making Mark relive his trauma all over again, which makes him snap. And when he almost kills Eve, he goes wild and proceeds to bash Conquest's face in the ground. And that episode is so brutal. I loved it so much, man. And yeah, I'd like to give a special mention to Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who voiced as Conquest. He puts like a new life into the whole show and not only the character. For example, take in The Boys, he played as Joe Kessler, and just him being there, it just makes the show so much more interesting and so good. And even in Invincible, the final episode, it seems like he just carried the entire episode. His voice acting is so freaking good. Whatever he takes part in, I just love it completely. I'm just a fangirl for Jeffrey Dean Morgan at this point. And then, yeah, of course, Eve and Mark have finally begun their romantic journey, which I really adore, and it's very sweet. Whew. This is the most I've yapped about any TV show because it had so much, man. Like, it was damn near perfect. Would like to rate it a 9 on 10, of course, and it's a must watch show, definitely. So, yeah, do let me know what you guys think, and yeah, like, ream, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, it's goodbye.